The Moving On initiative is really about trying to better target our resources that we have in the community.
I'm Latoya Chamblee.
I'm Demetrius Chamblee.
And what's your name?
What's your name?
You're so silly. And he's Demetrius Chamblee Jr.
What happens is many of the people who enter permanent supportive housing really need it when they first enter, but after a couple of years they stabilize and they no longer need the intensive services that they once did.
Some of the families that they were working with that are now able to deal with whatever affliction that they had, they didn't need the support services, but there was still a need for housing subsidy. Some had entry-level jobs for the first time in their lives and were beginning to get their lives together.
So now I work at the hair school. I'm a teacher.
I'm actually in school for electrician.
It seems to me that there was a need for something that provided tenants who need some assistance, but not considerable amount of assistance, with support in independent housing, and I think this model seems to fit that need very well.
The program helps us to just build up to go to another level. Like I said, with the credit, with, like I said, from having no car to me, both of us having a car now, and you know what I mean, to not going to school, to going to school, and things like that.
So this is going to be the living room. And I love the tile floor. This is the kitchen and the gorgeous countertop and the backsplash. I love the backsplash. You want to go play in the yard? And you just run from yard to yard. You think it's an acre. You would. You think it's an acre as much money as you have on the running from yard to yard. Catch. Good boy. Woo!
What happens is once the person moves out, it opens up another spot in that permanent supportive housing for someone who is chronically homeless and really needs those intensive services.
In the beginning, I wasn't sure about this program, and it was really through the persistence of the Journey Home staff that they were able to point out the cost of treating some of the chronically homeless in our emergency rooms and with our police respondents. I think it was over $40,000 per year per chronically homeless individual. And so the more we looked at this, the more it made sense, and they really did convince me that this was a good use of public funds.
Where are you from originally?
Bridgeport.
Bridgeport.
I was born in Puerto Rico, but was raised in Bridgeport when I was 4 years old.
And have you ever been to detox before?
Yes.
How many times?
2 times. Doesn't work.
How come?
It doesn't work. I've been there one time trying to kick it. My body was still aching. I still wanted drugs.
Yeah.
I told them, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't do nothing. We gotta wait for the doctor." I said, "You know what the heck? You got a doctor here for? Then you gotta wait for the doctor." So then, one time I got mad. I just took off.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't gonna be sick, and you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
If the medication's not working, it's not working. No, I've been in jail and out like
In and
probably
out.
I was like almost 20, like 11 conviction. Altogether, it's be like 38 years, my whole life in jail. Like 3 years here, 2 years there, 5 years here.
How do you think your life is going to change when you have housing?
That's gonna change a lot of the way.
How?
I got my own place. I don't got to worry being in the street. I don't got to sell drugs because I got my own place. Where something that I could be able to manage and be responsible. I've been living here for almost 6 months already. I can move forward. You know what I mean? It's not that easy, but it's step by step. You know, I never had my own big place like this for the first time. You know, I was living in a roomie house for like almost 10 years. I never had a problem paying my rent. I always pay my rent. I want to end up being homeless. That's the reason why. I always make my mom out. The first thing I do is get the money order and bring it straight to a case manager. That way, I ain't lost the money or nothing like that. So that way he be responsible to it, you know, making sure that I am paying my rent. If I can find a job under the table, something that I can get, you know, work, that's what I'll do. Right now, I do side jobs, you know, like painting, little fixing here, little fix there. And according to the disease that I gotta take care of it, because if I don't, anything can happen from overnight. I do go see the doctor like I'm supposed to. It's in Middletown. You know, before I wasn't doing that when I was in drugs so bad. I just like go whenever. I've been taking responsibility to see the doctor like the way I should, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The other day he told me he was proud of me. He said, "Man, I never had to come here for this long." And, you know, I've been in the street my whole life, you know. And it's like I say, it's just take time, and as long as I keep on struggling, I'll get there. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of time.
Our ultimate goal is to move in a house, you know, to be able to financially well off to move in a house and stuff like that. And
Cosmetologist, and I think I would like to have a salon or something.